Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. It is round number 3 of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stocks Open setups this time. We've just come off a little over an hour and a bit to go with the fixed Street Stocks where Jamie Massey got the win. Well, speaking of Jamie Massey, coming into round number 3, he's had 2 feature wins so far in the first 2 weeks of the season. Can he get it done here in week number 3? Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. And just to recap so far the season that we have had, week number 1 was at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway, where Jamie Massey picked up the win over Grady Ehrman in second. Joshua Ely rounded out the podium. And then, of course, week number 2 last week at the Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, it was Jamie Massey who got the win to make it 2 in a row over Bryce Dickinson and Scott Fritz, made up of your podium last week. Well, who will it be here in round number 3? Well, time will tell as we get set for qualifying. We've got a field of what is going to be 21 drivers who have signed into the pits. Will in fact make it 20 because there's one guy who decided to turn up, and then, well, there must have been some sort of issues on what is the number 9 machine, so he will take no further part in the qualifying. Whether he comes back for the heat races or not, well, only time will tell, but I doubt he's going to make it. So a field of 20 cars will see 3 heat races on the program, 8 laps. Everybody will go straight to the feature event. We'll have a 3-minute warm-up session, and then we'll finish it off with our 40-lap A main event to come here from the Volusia Speedway Park. Qualifying about to get done here, and we are ready to go racing here at the Volusia Speedway Park. The Dirt Street Stocks Open setups here with the World of Thunder Esports League. Let's take a look at your lineup for heat race number 1. Going quick time tonight is car number 9 of Carl Kilgore, and to his outside driving the 09 machine, Joshua Ely lines up at a position number 2. We go to your second row driving the 0B machine. That'll be Bradley Means from position number 3 to the outside from position number 4. Car number 22, that is Nathan Smith. Rolling off in the 144 machine from position number 5, that'll be Jordan LaFond to the outside, the LLR House of Speed. It's Cecil Kirkpatrick lining up at a position number 6. And your 7th and final starter driving the 5H machine, that'll be Christopher Hill to line up on the back row by himself. 8 laps getting shown on the board here at the Volusia Speedway Park. After the heat races, the 3 heat races, we'll have a very quick chat with the winners of the 3 respected heat races here on the program. But again, congratulations going to Carl Kilgore with an 18.603. Tyler Jackson second quick with an 18.607. And Charles Barnes with an 18.608. So 5 1,000ths of a second was all that separated your top 3. Joshua Ely, 18.625. Jeremy Atkins with a 18.642. Jamie Massey, 18.654. Bradley Means, 18.665. Hayden Tolleson, 18.681. Lon Franks, 18.688. And Nathan Smith with an 18.690. Jim Revis with an 18.708. So a 10th off the pace. And that pretty much separates the top 11 drivers. Is pretty much only, well, if you look at 3/10 of a second, is all that separates what is your field here tonight as we get set to roll off here behind the iRacing.com safety car. We will in fact have 21 starters, so 3 7-car heat races here on the program for tonight. Again, we're just waiting for one driver. That is Christopher Hill to make up this 7th and final starter. However, he will in fact not make the call, so lights will go out on the pace truck. We are the safety car, I should say, the pace car. 1 to green. Carl Kilgore and Joshua Ely, pair of drivers, are finished on the podium in week number 1 at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway. Bradley Means got the win last week in the fixed setup at the Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. We'll see what he can do here tonight. Open setups for your open division for the street stocks. Carl Kilgore finished 4th in the fixed setup a little over an hour ago. We'll see what he can do. Starting on pole, 8 laps on the board, and we are underway Here in the first heat race of the night, Bradley Means looking right down to the inside there of Joshua Ely's. They work through 1 and 2, but Ely just powers around the outside of the 0B machine. Speaking of the outside of the 0B machine goes the 22 car of Nathan Smith. Smith and Means side by side at the line. Give it to Bradley Means on the inside, probably without a front bumper and all. That's separating positions number 3 and 4. Means coming after that 09 entry of Joshua Ely down into turn number 3 and 4. Ely works to the bottom. A little bit of a slider line there from Bradley Means. Opens up that inside line there, inside line for the 22 car of Nathan Smith. Now Smith once again to the inside. Jordan LaFon watching on screen at the moment in the 144 machine. Watching the 22 of Means, the 22 of Smith and the 0B of Means as they work through turn number 3 and turn number 4. 3 down. 5 laps left to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Car Kilgore going quick time by what was only 3/1000th of a second. As watching Smith on Means once again down into 3 and 4 we run. Smith to the inside. Ely starting to catch up to your race leader of Car Kilgore. It was a little over half a tenth quicker there. 18.817 compared. That was for Josh Ely compared to an 18.882 for Car Kilgore, but still watching this third and fourth battle on screen at the moment. There'll be 5 down, just 3 laps left to run. Bradley Means still holds on to position number 3. Fourth right there is the 22 of Nathan Smith. Again, he featured with a podium in the fixed Street Stock Series just a little over an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. Still Car Kilgore out in front. They'll see the popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps left to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Kilgore from Ely. Then you go back to Means, Smith, LaFonia, top 5, and Kirkpatrick to make up the 6 drivers to contest the opening heat race of the night. The white flag getting set to wave here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Car Kilgore so far a clean set of heels down through turn number 1 and 2. Clean set of tyre tracks as well in that in the 9 machine, I should say, the 09 of Joshua Ely trying everything he can to get by Car Kilgore, but it's going to be too little, too late. Car Kilgore gets the win. Kilgore with the win here in heat race number 1. We'll chat to him in just a few moments' time. Of course, we'll wait for Carl, but winner of heat number 1 goes to Car Kilgore. Joshua Ely home in 2nd. Bradley Means 3rd. Nathan Smith 4th. Jordan LaFon, Cecil Kirkpatrick, your top 6. And, of course, Christopher Hill unable to make the call for what is heat race number 1. We'll chat to your winner here of the opening heat race of the night, Car Kilgore. Car, congratulations. You go quick time. You pick up the victory in heat race number 1. You feeling confident heading into the 40-lap main event?
Yeah, I feel like we've been needing a good qualifying run. Especially after them first 2 races, I felt like we had a really good car in the feature, and we kind of missed out on qualifying, had to fight back. So, getting it started right here, we feel like we got a good shot at it.
How much different does this feel, knowing that you're able to control what you do to the setup of the race car compared to fixed setup racing?
Oh man, I love it. I'm always a stickler for these open street stock races. I like the fixed stuff because it shows the driver and everybody, but I like tuning on these things. So. Both of them suit me, but if you give me the option, we're going open.
Carl, well done on taking out the Quick Time Awards, but well done on taking out heat race number 1. Wish you the best of luck in the 40-lap main event to come here in about 15 to 20 minutes' time.
Thank you, sir.
Car Kilgore, winner of heat race number 1. We'll now take a look at the lineup here for what is heat race number 2, and lining up on the pole position with the 8 car of Tyler Jackson. To the outside, Jeremy Atkins rolls off the 57 machine from position number 2. Position number 3 with a 327 car of Hayden Tolleson. To the outside, the 57 entry of Jim Revis lines up at a position number 4. Seth Castle rolls off the 4K machine from position number 5. From position number 6, he featured on the podium last week in car number 48. That's Scott Fritz from position number 6. And Nicholas McDougall in car number 05 will roll off at a position number 7 here in heat race number 2. A pole sitter is ready to go, as is the rest of the field. 7 cars once again getting ready to tackle this half a mile of a racetrack. We look high above the racetrack here from the Volusia Speedway Park World of Thunder Esports League competition. Dirt Street Stocks open setups is on the docket for tonight. Again, we wait for the pace car to move away. And then we will, of course, go green flag action for 8 laps around Volusia. Half a mile in distance, 4 turns. The back straightaway is somewhat of a roundish back straightaway. It's almost like a D shape of a racetrack. But as the cars roll away, who will get the gator here tonight and take home and claim victory for round number 3 as we are 1 to green. Keep an eye on Tolson on the inside of that second row. He'll be one to watch in this one. Jim Revis as well. No slouch. Seth Castle, Scott Fritz, like I said, featured on the podium last week at Kevin Harvey's Kern Raceway in the main event. We'll see if we can back that up here with another good solid finish. And it all starts with the heat races. Here we go. Tyler Jackson to lead us off. Turn number 4 and the green flag flies. And I said keep an eye on Tolson. Look at that, straight to the inside of the 57 car of Atkins. Down into 1 and 2 we go. Atkins looking back to the outside. Tolson's got it by 3/4 of a car length. He's not quite clear all the way just yet. And again, Atkins rolls back to the outside. Tyler Jackson going to lead there, the opening lap of the second heat race of the night. Penultimate heat race, just the 3 heat races. Tolson slides up in front of Atkins. Atkins again now turns it back underneath on the exit of turn number 2. Still 3/4 of a car length is all that separates Tolson and Atkins. Atkins again to the outside. A little bit of contact there with Atkins on Tolson. Tolson still holds on to what is position number 2. Here comes a slide job attempt by Atkins, and Tolson gets the tub out. Look at Scott Fritz now to the inside of Revis, and the 48 machine is rocking and rolling right now here in heat race number 2. Little slider there, parking on the nose. 3 wide off for turn number 4. Tolson to the outside, Revis right through the middle, and Scott Fritz working down to the very inside of the raceway, down through turn number 1 and 2. They all get clear of one another, and they just fall in line, single file, in what is heat race number 2. 4 down, 4 to go. So the cross flag sticks are out here at the Volusia Speedway Park. If you want some Wednesday night Street Stocks action, message Jim Revis, Dirt Warrior Racing League. Watching Revis in the 57, trying to close in there on Hayden Tolson, but he's got some company with the 48 car of Scott Fritz. Also looking back to get by the 57 car. A couple of laps ago, they were 3 wide on the exit of turn number 4 with Tolson, Revis, and Fritz, but now it's just Revis to the inside of Tolson. He started to look good there on the opening couple of laps of this second heat race of the night, but little contact there with Atkins as Atkins was able to move up the racetrack and then park it on the nose, which means he had to get out of it, and then that allowed Revis and Fritz now to close in. Seth Castle not too far away in the 4K machine. Then Nicholas McDougall to round out the field here in what is heat race number 2. Revis and Tolson again. Jackson will see the white flag fly here at the Volusia Speedway Park. One more time, half a mile for Tyler Jackson to put himself on the outside of the front row of Car Kilgore in tonight's main event. Back straight away for the final time. Fritz is going to go attempt to try and make it 3 wide down the back straight away. Fritz trying to come through the middle. Makes a bit of contact. Revis nearly goes around. Checkered flag is out. Jackson wins from Atkins. Then you go to Tolson. Boy, Revis and Fritz very tight at the start-finish line. We'll take a look at your results here. Heat race number 2. Tyler Jackson gets the win over Jeremy Atkins in second. Hayden Tolson third. Jim Revis fourth. Fifth is going to be Scott Fritz, Seth Castle, and Nicholas McDougall. Heat number 2 winner is Tyler Jackson. Tyler, congratulations on the victory here. You put yourself in a good spot to get a shot at picking up the twin checkers here tonight. You feeling comfortable? You feeling confident after that 8-lap heat race?
Yeah, the car felt really good and basically drove itself. Didn't have the top 2 or 3 fastest guys that we got to deal with every week in that heat. So I don't want to have false confidence, but we felt good there. We'll see what we can do in the feature. We've had terrible luck in this series. We've been wrecked both features, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe our luck's going to turn around tonight.
What's it going to take for you to stay out in front of this 40-lap feature later on tonight?
I don't know. I used to be better at the long races, and I couldn't qualify. Now all of a sudden I can qualify, but I seem to be giving it up in the long race. I don't know if I got to be easier on the right pedal and save the right rear a little more, but we're trying to figure it out. A lot of these guys got a lot of laps, and we're trying to figure this tire wear thing out with the open setup. So might try something different tonight and see if it helps.
Tyler, well done on the win in heat race number 2. We'll look forward to seeing you back later on in the main event. Good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Tyler Jackson, winner of what was heat race number 2. We'll now take a look at heat race number 3 lineup on the raceway, getting ready to tackle 8 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. World of Thunder Esports League competition for the Open Setup Dirt Street Stock Series. Charles Barnes lines up the 21C from the pole position. He's looking to make it 3 feature wins in a row. Jamie Massey lines up the 19 machine from position number 2. We go back to the second row, inside and outside from position number 3. Driving car number 10, that'll be Lon Franks. To the outside, the 43. Grady Ehrman rolls off at position number 4. Rolling up to the 5th starting spot, in car number 46, that'll be Matthew Selby. In the 322, Joe DeVries lines up from position number 6. And scheduled to line up in position number 7, piloting car number 9, that'll be Devin Nelson. Looks like we have got all 7 starters, I do believe. All 7 starters are on the raceway waiting to get race controls signal and waiting for the pace car, in fact, to just move away. As I can start to see the cars on the outside just starting to creep up just a little bit. The 4th place car of Grady Ehrman is just saying to Jamie Massey, "Yeah, come on, let's go. We're ready to go." The pace truck, the pace car, I should say, is rolling away, and you know what that means. We are 1 to green. Final heat race of the evening. After this one, we'll have a 3-minute warm-up session. We'll chat to your heat number 3 winner. And then we will, of course, take a commercial break, come back with your A main event, 40 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. Who will it be? Let's see who can get the job done. Heat number 3, green flag is out. We're underway. And Charles Barnes says, "Righto, Jamie Massey, let's go race and let's see if you can catch me. Catch me if you can." And Massey says, "Okay, no worries." Challenge accepted. Ehrman finds himself quickly into position number 3. Selby trying to get underneath Lon Franks here down into turn number 3 and 4. Will make the pass, but Lon Franks coming back at Selby now. Down the front straight away. Franks had position number 4. Meanwhile, keep an eye on that the battle for the lead about to come up. Here is Jamie Massey, looking to make it 3 feature wins in a row. Positions 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21 is what the starting positions are on offer here for the drivers in heat race number 3. And again, Barnes still leading the way after the opening couple of laps. But here comes Jamie Massey with a run on the inside. And Massey works his way alongside the 21C car of Charles Barnes. Massey just gluing himself to the inside of the circuit. Off for turn number 4. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Charles Barnes. Still in the 21C car. And I can tell you right there, 46 1,000th of a second is all that separated Barnes and Massey. It's a similar sort of gap as here comes Massey with a run on the inside down into turn number 3 and 4. Will it be closer than 46 1,000th of a second? I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be here in just a moment's time. It's going to go out to 68 1,000th of a second. So Barnes just opened up just the tiniest bit of gap there at the start-finish line there on the previous lap. And boy, I tell you what, here comes Massey with a slide job, parks it right on the nose of the 21C car. And boy, that's one way to do it. Poor old Grady Ehrman caught the worst end of that one. He had to check up as Lon Franks got by the 43. Franks in the 10 car just there to your right of screen. Selby back there in the 46 as he works down to the middle of turn number 3 and 4. I'll see 2 laps left to run. Popsicle sticks come out from behind the R Racing flagman. DeVries and Nelson back there in position number 6 and 7. Just when you think there wasn't a whole lot of passing happening here, what a pass that was for the race lead by Jamie Massey. Just sent it in a 3 and 4 there a couple of laps ago on Charles Barnes. And talk about parking it right on the nose and right on the nostrils. Having a good snip was Charles Barnes there of Jamie Massey's rear end. As they work through 1 and 2, Selby and Ehrman just getting together there on the right-hand side of your screen. But into 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to the checkered flag. Selby going to try and move Grady Ehrman out of the way for a spot. Not going to happen, but it is going to be Jamie Massey getting the win here in heat race number 3. Let's take a look at those results. We do have the warm-up session slated for us right now. But Jamie Massey gets the win over Charles Barnes. Lon Franks home in third. Grady Ehrman, Matthew Selby fourth and fifth. Sixth will go to Joe DeVries and Devin Nelson to make up the 7 cars in heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 winner of Jamie Massey. Jamie, congratulations. Boy, talk about that as a slide. Talk about a perfect slide job. You must be happy with how the car's handling right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy, but man, I wasn't really trying to slide him. I hit the slick and got sideways and kind of parked in front of him there. But he's my teammate. I told him I'd let him have it back. I felt bad, but yeah, we got a good race car. We're gonna be all right here.
You start position number 3. You're looking to go 3 for 3 to start off this World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stock Open Setup Series. You start third. You started third in the last one. You got to the lead there on the exit of turn number 2. Are you anticipating a sort of a different outcome at the start of this race?
We got some tough competition there in front of us. We're gonna get up on the wheel and see if we can't get the lead and see if we can't run away with this thing.
Jamie, look forward to seeing you back in A-Main competition here in about 3 minutes' time. Wish you the best of luck. Well done on the heat race number 3 victory.
Thank you.
Jamie Massey, heat race number 3 winner here from the Volusia Speedway Park. And of course, that will now send us to a quick commercial break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll come back, we'll pay some bills on the other side of this. A-Main time for the Dirt Street Stocks Open Setup Series with the World of Thunder Esports League right here on your home for Dirt Track broadcast here on the iRacing.com service, your number 1 channel of Ultimate Dirt TV.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV, your coverage of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stock Series here from the Volusia Speedway Park for round number 3. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get sent for your 40-lap A-Main event. Your 21 starters will look like this. Carl Kilgore will start the 9 machine from the pole position, driving car number 8 of Tyler Jackson. He'll start from position number 2. We go back to your second row. Heat race number 3 winner looking to make it 3 feature wins in a row to start off the season. Driving car number 19, Jamie Massey, and he's outside. Finished runner-up in heat race number 1 to start position number 4. That's Joshua Ely. We go back to the men that finished second in the second and third heat races, lining up at a position number 5 in car number 57. That is Jeremy Atkins, and he's outside driving car number 21C. Charles Barnes will start from position number 6. Your 7th starter in car number 0B in the 0B machine, that'll be Bradley Means. He's outside for position number 8, driving car number 327. That is Hayden Tolleson. Your 9th starter in car number 10 will be Lon Franks to the outside from 10th. In car number 22, the House of Speed entry, that is Nathan Smith. We go back to position number 11, driving the DWR iRacing iFlag number 57 machine. That'll be Jim Revis. To the outside from position number 12, car number 43 of Grady Ehrman. Your 13th starter in car number 144, Jordan Lafont, will roll off alongside car number 48 of Scott Fritz from position number 14. Your 15th starter in car 46, that'll be Matthew Selby from position number 16, Cecil Kirkpatrick. 17th starter driving the 4K entry, that'll be Seth Castle. To the outside, the 322 of Joe DeVries lines up at a position number 18. Then we go back to the 19th starter of Christopher Hill in the 5H. He'll start alongside the 05 entry of Nicholas McDougall. And starting 21st in car number 9, that is Devin Nelson. As the drivers get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports, here at the Volusia Speedway Park, the drivers go 4 wide. Well, they attempt to. Looks like they're not going to. Well, they should be able to go 4 wide. But again, in what was created a little over 7 years ago, the World of Thunder Esports League was formed. It started on what was just a bit of fun. Turns out to be one of the biggest dirt iRacing leagues on the surface with over 1,800 members. They've just been told we are going 1 to green here at Volusia. Who's your money on, folks? Who will take out round number 3 of this tough street stock series and a grueling schedule? Jackson on the outside of the front row. Got a lot of work to do in that 8 machine. He's just got some issues there, the mechanical issues. Hopefully to get that sorted out by the time we go racing. Otherwise, that could be proved a little difficult for some of the drivers. But here we are, 40 laps on the board. Carl Kilgore says, boys, come and chase me, catch me if you can. And Jamie Massey says, okay, challenge accepted as well. He goes to the inside of Jackson. Barnes goes through the middle there on the outside of Atkins to the inside of Joshua Illies. They work down the back straight away. Down into 3 and 4 for the first of 40 times around the Volusia Speedway Park. And Carl Kilgore leads there from Jamie Massey. Back to Tyler Jackson in third with what was separated by 18 one-thousandths of a second. And again, Jackson got some issues here on the A machine, starting to make it a little bit difficult for the drivers around him just to predict where that number 8 machine is going. But seems to be sorted just then for the moment. And let's hope that those issues are sorted right now. But no, they come back as Jamie Massey, Tyler Jackson working wheel to wheel down the back straight away. Massey to the inside. Joshua Ely in position number 4, Atkins, Barnes, and then you go back to Means 3 wide. Problems for the 327 car of Hayden Tolleson. He's around. Hayden Tolleson in the 327 car. Let's see what happened here to the 327. So it was the 10 car that just got into him, Lon Franks. So Franks initiated the contact. So Lon Franks will be moved to the tail end of the field on that one. So just give you guys a quick little recap on that one, just to go back just a little bit. So there is the, so keep an eye on the 10 car. There he is in the green, white and rusted number 10 machine, just getting there not once but twice, gets into the side of Tolleson. And there was a handful of other cars that caught a piece of that one as well. Nathan Smith back in the pits. Grady Ehrman also in the pits as well on that 43. Cecil Kirkpatrick. Jim Rivers coming back to find his way back onto the tail end of the field. So just confirming that we did have Lon Franks getting an EOL for that one. So again, the lights are about to turn off here on the iRacing.com safety car again. If you want to get involved in on iRacing, go to iRacing.com. subscribe, become a member. If you want to get involved in the street stock side of things, one of the cars you get for free. And you could also get, I want to say you can get Volusia for free as well. I think what was one of the original, I'm pretty sure it was one of the original tracks that was released along with Knoxville, Eldora. And what else was there? Pretty sure they had 4 tracks. I think your Lima Land you get for free now as well these days. I know you get the UMP modifieds for free. Pace car is in, and here we go. 4 down and 36 to run. Green flag back out here at Volusia. We'll see again. Massey trying to trail the 9 machine of Car Kilgore. Ely, look out, problems here in turn number 1 and 2. So this was the 10 car of Lon Franks. Let's see what happened here to Franks. Oh, just, oh, okay. So it looks like he hit the car in front of him. He did. So that will just be Lon Franks coming back to the pits. Well, Lon Franks, not a happy start to the feature event. Of course, should be able to get one of those quick repairs, come back out onto the raceway. So it's going to be tough for some of these guys. So on board here with Car Kilgore. So now you might hear a second one, but we're going to come up over the one-way communication system and just chat with Steve, just to let him know that Lon Franks initiated that contact.
Okay, let's see here.
So Franks gets into the back of, I think it was Revis in the 57. And then the car behind Franks had nowhere to go, so that'll be ruled on as Lon Franks, which I think he's already back in the pits anyway.
Yes, he is. We're good to go.
Yeah, he's at the back, so we're good. You good to go, Green?
Thank you.
So again, we can just tell that again we're doing a number of different jobs at the same time, with running the broadcast, but also keeping an eye on these drivers. And just trying to keep the drivers in check, just to help Steve McMillan along in the process. Here we go, on board. Car Kilgore, your race leader. You watch out from the left side of that car. Now you want to look out of the back. Righto. Ask and you shall receive. So it looks like they're headed to a single file restart. And just like that, they quickly get into formation. A very slow pace right now, led by the number 9 machine of Carl Kilgore. Rolls it off through second gear, what should be into third, and probably headed off into fourth gear right now as we go green flag action. Once again here at the Volusia Speedway Park, there is Carl Kilgore. You can see in hot pursuit goes the 19 of Jamie Massey, but look out, here comes Tyler Jackson to the inside. Another lap in the books right there, watching on board with Joshua Ely. You can see Jackson just in front of that 09 machine now. He'll go to the outside. Look at Jackson there trying to work to the low side as they work down into turn number 3 and 4 to complete another lap here at the Volusia Speedway Park. And that is 7 down, 33 to run. Kilgore, Massey, Jackson, that's your top 3. Then you go back to Ely and Barnes. Your top 5 means Atkins, Fritz, make that Fritz, and now Atkins, Selby there inside the top 10. Jordan Lafon in 10th position as well. Keeping an eye on that race for the lead as they work down the front straightaway. Fritz starting to move up. Fritz went from, I want to say, 14th to 3rd last week at Kern Raceway in round number 2 of the series. And he's looking to move himself up through this field once again. Jackson just keeping the car nice and straight, and watching Joshua Ely as well, just keeping an eye on that pack up front. There it is, the pack up front down to the bottom right. The battle on for what is 7th, 8th and 9th position. Fritz in the 48, Atkins in the 57 and Selby in car 46. A three-way dance for the lead, but there's also a battle starting to brew right now for what is 4th and 5th position. Kilgore and Jackson will go yellow. Sure, it's not Nicholas McDougall. It is, in fact, in that 05 entry. So McDougall just pretty much spinning the car around Smith. Oh, Nathan Smith. Man, he's just had no luck here tonight, so that will get ruled on the 05 car. So lights are out 1 to green. We get ready to go back racing here at Volusia. Again, we've had a pretty good season so far, where we opened up the season for round number 1 at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway. Then round number 2 was at the Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. And then tonight, round number 3 here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Back to green we roll. Down the front straight away. Kilgore leads from Massey. Massey gives him a little bump there to say, hey, come on, I had a good run there. Let's get going. Get that 9 machine. Get it going right up to race speed as he's got the hungry pack of drivers behind the 19 car. As here comes Ely now to the outside of Jackson as they went for an entire lap side by side. Jackson on the inside of the 8 machine. Ely in the 09 machine to the outside. Charles Barnes looking as well, trying to pick and poke and stab a nose through the middle to make it a 3-way dance for the final spot on the podium. 3rd, 4th and 5th right there. Going at it meanwhile, Means has got Scott Fritz there down to the inside, down into 1 and 2. Barnes, well, just got into Jackson a bit. He'll lose 1, 2 and 3 positions. So Charles Barnes slips outside the top 5. Can Barnes capitalise? Can he recapitalise on the mistake that he made down into 1 and 2 there on the previous lap? 3 wide at the inside of Selby. Means was working the top shelf as well. Means gets clear of Selby and Barnes in the 21C. Cheat that thing. It looks like it's got a whole lot of speed. Meanwhile, there's a challenge on for the race lead at the line between Jamie Massey and Carl Kilgore. Jamie Massey led that lap by 4 1/1000ths of a second. And you've got the battle on for the lead down the back straight away. Kilgore looking to go back to the race lead, but Massey trying to fight down to the inside. If we go yellow, do we complete the lap? Yes, we do. 24 to run, and Kilgore, he had it by 52 1/1000ths of a second. He will go back to the race lead. And Charles Barnes was in this one in the 21C. Let's take a look at an instant replay to see what happened. Just slides up. Oh, this is going to be a tough call. Just slid up and just Lafon was just unlucky, just caught up. So let's look at this at a different angle. So we're just going to bring in race control here. We're going to bring in, if I can get the right key for that one, I'm going to bring in Steve McMillan. Steve, you got a copy? I know you got a copy. All right, let's just have a look at this one again, because I believe that the initial contact was actually done by Charles Barnes in the 21C. Slid up into the side of Selby.
Yep.
He doesn't really slide all that much up into him though. And then Lafon as Selby and Barnes got together, they slowed the cars up and LaFon was just coming through. So that's not going to... You know what? You can put that down to a racing deal.
After watching the replay.
All right, so there we go. Just helping with race control. Again, we're just making a decision on what we think is what we can see what had happened. So again, you would have heard the voice of Steve McMillan there. Again, we're just helping him with the calls, because one man trying to watch everything can be a little daunting for any league owner. So we're helping out, seeing as though we have got technically 2 accounts in the server. One, and that's the reason why, as to what you can see here on the double screen here in a moment. So that right there means we have 2 screens in the server, which allows us to actually have a look at the issue at hand. Lights are out, so that will get ruled as a racing deal. I'll just have to line up where iRacing tells them to. So car Kilgore. So it looks like 17 cars left on the raceway. Might be 18 with Grady Ehrman coming back out. So we'll come back to green with car Kilgore. Jamie Massey led 1 lap before Kilgore took it away from him. Again, they'll come to the green flag once again off turn number 4 and 23 to go here at Volusia. Look out, because here comes Ely trying to get a run there. Oh no, Means may have tagged Ely. We'll go yellow. This could be on Bradley Means in the 0B. You know what? I don't think that he's going to go on Bradley Means. And I'll tell you why. Because looking at this replay here on this other screen. So let's go back to the 0B machine of Bradley Means, if I can find him there. If I pause that there. So again, looking at the other screen, bear with us folks. So Selby, in fact, actually checks up for Means, but then LaFon doesn't really see Selby check up. And with little to no time to react, the contact between LaFon and Selby pushes Selby into the back of Means, which therefore pushes Means into the back of Ely.
But
because if you have a look,
yeah, I see that.
like Means is trying to stay up, right? He's a fair, like he's probably a good quarter of a car length away from Josh Ely.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at the contact with LaFon and Selby, you know, because Selby checks up, LaFon doesn't see him check up. It's too late for LaFon to react on that instance anyway. That gives the 46 car a bump, you know, of Selby into the back of Means, and then pushes Means into Ely.
It's called a racing deal?
Yes, unfortunately with a racing deal, and I mean it sucks for Ely.
All
right, so there we go. Again, dealing with the situation at hand, we can probably take a better look at that one on the main screen if we wanted to, but that would force us to have to go back quite a number of, well, at least about 60 to 80 seconds on that one. Again, we're just dealing with the situation here, but you can hear the live calls that are happening here from the Volusia Speedway Park. So again, if you can hear us talking about what we can see on screen, but it's actually off screen. So again, we look at another screen to look at the incident at hand. But you guys are, of course, watching the main cars just roll around. So car Kilgore leads from Jamie Massey. So still going to Still going to have somewhat of a decent finish here in the main event here this evening. We're almost at half race distance at the moment. Back to green we go off turn number 4. And the single file restart happens as Jackson trying to go to the top shelf in the terrible 1 or 2. Look at Scott Fritz to the inside of Bradley Means as they work down the back straightaway. Fritz again looking to back up a podium finish last week at the Kevin Harvick Cone Raceway. Fritz, Means, side by side. Selby trying to make it 3 wide on the inside. Just can't quite get the run off turn number 2 to get to the inside of Scott Fritz. Fritz and Means have a little bump and no grind. Just a little bit of a bump there on the front straightaway. Halfway home now for Carl Kilgore, leading by just 0.2 of a second. Over Jamie Massey again, looking to start off the season with 3 for 3 victories. He closes in right now on your race leader. And gee, I tell you what, the 19 car looks like he is hounding the 9 entry of Carl Kilgore. Still watching Means, Fritz and Selby go at it for what is positions number 4, 5 and 6 right now. Kilgore still leads. Just a lane lower was Jamie Massey there on the exit of turn number 4. Watch it here on screen again. Here comes Massey with a run on the inside. He's got a front bumper. Now he jams the nose up to the inside. They nearly made contact. Kilgore trying to shut the door down into 3 and 4. Not letting Massey get a run completely to the inside. And the experience shown from these drivers is just unparalleled at the minute. Selby and Fred still work side by side, still watching the battle on for the race lead with 16 laps left to run. Main event time, World of Thunder Esports League Street Stocks, the Dirt Street Stocks. Here at the Volusia Speedway Park, open setups for round number 3. Still watching the top 2 on screen. Massey trying to go to the outside now of Carl Kilgore, trying to get a run. Kilgore's making this car nice and wide, and having to make Massey do it the hard way. Boy, you know these two guys, they know their stuff. They've been at the top of the street stock game for quite some time now. Street stock specialist, as I'll call them. Jackson still holds on to position number 3, barely, as Bradley Means is trying to work his way onto a podium position. Scott Fritz back down to position number 5. And then go back to Matt Selby in 6th position. Jordan LaFon in 7th. Devin Nelson, hard charger through the field, I believe. He went from he's gone from 21st, and he's up to position number 8. And that 9 machine, geez, just been working, picking cars up, lap after lap after lap. He just continually picks up the car and just works on the next car in front of him. Meanwhile, Kilgore drifts up the racetrack. It opens up the door for Jamie Massey, but trying to make it a little wider there on the entry. Down into turn number 3 goes Kilgore. 12 to run at the line. Kilgore looking to break the streak of Jamie Massey. Massey so far, like I said previously, he has won the first 2 feature races at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway and Kevin Harvick's Cone Raceway in the opening 2 rounds of the season. Round number 3 comes to the world's the world's fastest half mile, the Volusia Speedway Park. Meanwhile, Bradley Means, as how could you not watch this battle on your screen for the race lead? Still trying to watch Bradley Means and Tyler Jackson. Jackson just a little clear there of Bradley Means in the 0B machine. Means still trying to come back at Tyler Jackson. Jackson seems to have those issues sorted out from what he had at the start of the night. Well, the start of the feature race, I should say. We've now got less than 10 to run. It'll be 9 to go for the 9 of Carl Kilgore. Meanwhile, Massey in the 19. He has been hot on the heels right in the tyre tracks of this 9 car for pretty much most of this feature race. He's had a couple of opportunities to get by, but still just unable to make it work past the 9 car. And again, these two street stock specialists going at it right now for the top 2 positions on the raceway. Kilgore and Massey. And as they continue to fight with one another, there goes Bradley Means to the inside of Jackson. Jackson says, not just yet. I've got to run on the outside. Back up front with 7 to go at the start-finish line of turn number 4 this time. Kilgore, Massey again. I'll tell you what, he's making it work. A little bit of contact down into turn number 1. He now pulls alongside of him in the middle of turn number 1 and 2, but Massey gets the run on the inside. Kilgore looking for the momentum down the back straight away. 3/4 of a car length is all that separates the battle for the race lead. Coming to 6 to go here at Volusia. Kilgore still leads from Massey. Boy, you know we're in for an absolute barn burner of a finish here at the Volusia Speedway Park for round number 3 of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stocks Open Setups. Main event time, we'll see 5 to run. Means as well, still trying to get by Tyler Jackson on the exit of turn number 4. 5 to go here for Kilgore. Carl Kilgore and Jamie Massey. Just working a treat, working nose to tail down into the 3rd and 4th turn. Coming to 4 to run. Gee, you know these two boys, you know when they hit the racetrack, they are going to be somewhere near the front, if not right at the very pointy end of these fields. And with 3 to run at the line, there's a 1.5 miles around the Volusia Speedway Park for either car, for both Carl Kilgore and Jamie Massey. And again, who will take out victory in round number 3? Massey looking to pick up 3 wins in a row in the feature events. Kilgore trying to break the streak. He's trying to make sure it's only 2. Trying to reel in, trying to get some points back to the 19 machine. 2 to run as they work down the front straightaway. Penultimate time. Who will it be? Jamie Massey on the inside of the 19. Carl Kilgore in the 9 to the outside. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap left to run. Who's it going to be? They will race it out to the start-finish line. It's all or nothing right now. And these drivers, they're all in as they work down through 1 and 2. Back straight away for the final time. World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stock Competition into 3 and 4. Your main event after 40 laps, and the streak is broken. Carl Kilgore goes to victory lane. 2nd will go to Jamie Massey. 3rd at the line was Tyler Jackson. Followed closely there by Bradley Means in 4th position. And rounding up the top 5 is going to be Matthew Selby. We'll take a look at your feature race results coming up here in just a few moments' time. Then we'll chat with your top 3. But there it is. Carl Kilgore gets the win over Jamie Massey. Tyler Jackson in 3rd. 4th is Bradley Means. 5th will be Matt Selby. Devin Nelson in 6th. 7th will go to Scott Fritsch. Jordan LaFont in 8th. 9th was Jim Rivers and Seth Castle to round out your top 10. Over the page, Joshua Ely home in 11th spot, Joe DeVries in 12th, Charles Barnes 13th, 14th was Cecil Kirkpatrick, Nicholas McDougall rounds out the top 15, Grady Ehrman in 16th, and the last car on the lead lap, followed by the DNF drivers, Hayden Tolleson in 17th, Jeremy Atkins in 18th, Nathan Smith 19th, Christopher Hill in 20th, and Lon Franks in position number 21. We'll chat to your top 3 here in just a few moments' time. We wait for these drivers to make their way out of the virtual race cars, and we'll chat to the man that comes home 3rd place tonight, driving the number 8 machine. It is Tyler Jackson. Tyler, congratulations on the 3rd place finish here tonight. Boy, you had Bradley Means here in those last 10 to 15 laps, but overall, 3rd place finish here tonight. I guess, are you happy with the finish?
Yeah, we didn't have anything for the top 2. Yeah, it just seems like when the track gets slick, I don't have what I need right now. I don't know what these guys are doing different. Yeah, Bradley was better than me, and I got to thank him for not using me up. There's a lot of guys that would have just got frustrated and used me up, but I was just trying to run the same line so he could kind of choose the top or the bottom. I was kind of running the slider line. Got kind of one lane, but yeah, thanks to him for not just giving me a door.
What do you have to do to get stuff figured out here to catch those other two guys up front? What do you got to do differently next week?
I really don't know, man. It's getting kind of frustrating. These same 2 or 3 guys have really gotten really good the last, I don't know, couple updates, and I felt like I used to be able to match their speed a year or so ago, but right now I got something I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll have to mess with my wheel settings or pedal settings or something. But yeah, I mean third's still good. Those are 2 of the best guys in the game in the street stocks, Jamie and Carl. So yeah, third's not terrible, but you always like to win.
Tyler, well done on third place finish here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. Before we let you go, we'll let you think of it involved on this 8 car.
Yeah, Carl Kilgore with KC Speedworks. Jewel Say Speed Shop, shopfergie22.com. All the guys that were in the Discord tonight. Yeah, thank you for the broadcast, and thanks for the guy putting the league on.
Tyler Jackson, third place finisher here tonight. We'll chat to the man that comes home in second place tonight, and the streak is broken, but second place for the 19 car of Jamie Massey. Jamie, 2 wins in our second place, so not a bad way to start the season up, but I tell you what, a hell of a battle out in front with yourself and Carl there.
I mean, it's a good race. Good points tonight. Like you said, man, you can't win them all. Feel like we had the best car for sure, and I think that showed. He was really good too, though. I mean, I'm not gonna take nothing from him. Me and him's been racing, doing this deal a long time, and there's a lot of things I could say, and a lot of things I don't want to say, and I got a lot of respect for him, so it's kind of best I keep some things to myself. Like I said, I love him like a brother, but yeah, he wanted that win a little more than I think he deserved it.
Next week we head to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. How do you feel heading into a track that's been around on the service a long time, and a track you've probably had quite a lot of success at?
Oh, we're ready. We always ready for that track. That's my favorite track on the sim. We're really good right now in the open setup. I mean, in street stocks in general. I only run them in leagues, but man, we're so good right now. My street stock program is amazing, and the guys around me keep pushing me to build and put these setups out there, man. And like I said, everybody that was on my stuff tonight was really fast. It might not have showed. I mean, they had to go through traffic. It's kind of one lane, but man, we had a lot of speed there. Anytime you can push Carl Kilgore around the racetrack like that, you got something.
Jamie, well done on a second place finish here tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week at the Knoxville Raceway. But, of course, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 19 car for yet another podium finish here this season.
Yeah, man, I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House of Speed. You can get that set up right there, right off the website. Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, 42 Graphics. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody who tested with me, man. And that's what leads up to this deal. We're not able to put these cars where they're at and win these races or be in contention with them without a good group of guys to test with. And I got a great group. So I want to thank everybody who did that. And we'll see you next week, man. And congratulations, Carl, on the win.
Jamie Massey in second spot after having 2 feature wins already this season. He'll have to settle for a second place, and we'll look forward to seeing him at what he, and I quote, his favourite racetrack here on the sim with Dirt Street Stocks. Well, we now chat to the man that comes away victorious and breaks the streak. It is the 9 car of Carl Kilgore. And Carl, boy, I tell you what, those 40 laps, you had not one chance to breathe because the 19 car was all over you like a rash, but you finally break his streak and a struggle hold on what he's been able to do in this feature event so far, and you come away victorious. You must be absolutely thrilled at this result.
Oh yeah, man. We had a really good show, and I felt like we could have had a little bit better car. We went kind of moderate set. It wasn't our best set for the slick, but we felt really good. I mean, it was enough to hold on, especially when we found that slider line in 1 and 2. We was really good for it, and Jamie had a really good car, man. Like you said, he didn't let me breathe 1 second. Being able to hold him off right there is pretty exciting, especially for 40 laps.
Right, how do you do it lap after lap to hold on to the race lead, to search for those different lines and have enough speed to do it without sort of opening up the door too much to let Jamie get up on your inside and take away that lead?
Oh yeah, man. When you're leading, you kind of got to keep your head down and keep your head out of that mirror, because if you look up in that mirror, it's gonna be it's going to be a hell of a night, and you're going to be stressing the whole time. You're going to make mistakes, but we kept our head down, kind of just searched around for a line. You really do take a chance when you try to switch lines, especially leading with somebody like Jamie on your bumper, man. It's really hard to do. I mean, you kind of just take a chance at it, and luckily we was able to do it, like you said, without losing a whole lot of speed and actually kind of gaining some when we found the slider line.
Well, it's been a sort of an up and down season for you, of course. Last week at Kern, you ended up you finished in position number 11, and then of course you finished fourth in the opening week of the opening round of the season at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway to come away with the victory here tonight at Volusia. What sort of confidence do you bring into Knoxville next week for round number 4?
Yeah, I think we're going to be really good. We're going to do some more testing. I always keep my guys in the loop, man. We don't ever wait till the last day to test. We kind of get our stuff dialed in beforehand. That way, all my guys can make laps on their stuff and get real comfortable and know what the racetrack's going to do and when it's going to do it. Man, like I said, this one's really good because we've been showing a lot of speed in the features, been able to pick cars off, and like I said, had terrible luck at Kern last week, kind of catching a bad deal of a restart and kind of spinning in the infield. But after this weekend, I think we'll be really good at Knoxville. We just got to get it fine-tuned.
Carl, well done on the victory here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. We'll let you get to celebrating and then testing for what is round number 4 next week at the Knoxville Raceway. But before we let you go, Carl, one final time on the microphone. We'll let you think of it involved on this 9 car that makes it all possible for you.
I got to shout out my guys, Scott, Matt, Tyler Jackson, man, Devin, Josh Ely, all them guys that helped me test and get this thing done. Magility Speed Shop, you pick up the setups on CFM Esports, Kilgore Consulting, Shop Fergie 22, Sweet Victory Apparel. Got to thank y'all guys for broadcasting. Got to thank y'all for putting this league on and giving us somewhere to race. And shout out to all the people that love us and hate us.
Carl, well done on the win. We look forward to seeing you back at Knoxville next week. Well done.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Carl Kilgore, your winner here tonight from the Volusia Speedway Park, round number 3 of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stock Series here tonight from the Volusia Speedway Park. Well, of course, that will wrap up what is yet another doubleheader here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, don't forget, next Sunday night with World of Thunder Esports League Competition Pro Late Models, 7 o'clock Eastern, then 9 o'clock Eastern will be the Super Late Models, and then we'll come back and do it all again next Tuesday night with the Dirt Street Stock, 7 o'clock Eastern fixed setup, and then 9 o'clock Eastern open setups for those Dirt Street Stocks. Well, that's it. That's it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll catch you next time. So until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. Congratulations to Carl Kilgore, your winner. We'll see you tomorrow night.